Hello friends, this is the unboxing of the Samsung laser printer multifunction model SL-M2876ND, ND as in network and D as in duplex / XIP as in India model, and this is I got from Amazon India. This is their outer boxing, and this is once I open it. Inside is the actual printer box. So Amazon India uses these Air Plus Storo pack, to get this safely to us. So once I remove this, I'll get this Samsung box that's out here. This is the printer box itself after unboxing it. This is some quick installation guide that you get, and then you have this back paper cover. This is a guide kind of thing if you are using A4 or other larger papers. Then this is the cable, the USB cable and the power adapter that you get along, and the easy printer software guide that you get along with it. And now this is the main printer unit. If you take this out, this is the main printer unit. It's taped properly. Cushions are given to avoid damage during transportation. I'll just take it out. Now I have taken it out from the box, and this is the plastic covering, external. Here is how this printer looks. This is the ND XIP model, so there is no fax keyboard at the top. The numeric keypad that's shown in the picture in the Samsung India website or Amazon or possibly any other website, Snapdeal or Flipkart. That's only in the FD version, F as in fax, not the ND, N as in network. This is the standard installation. You see all the tapes. This is the scanner unit at the top, and this is the main tray. This is the manual tray, and this is the main paper tray, 250 sheet. This is the ADF unit for the scanner. I have now removed the tapes. Then you have to remove this label, and this main tray comes out, and this is the cartridge that you see. The cartridge and the imaging unit, that is the blue unit at the back, is separate, so you can separately change it. The imaging unit has around 9,000 paper life, and this installed cartridge with toner is around 1500 for the initial unit. You have to remove all these labels, remove these guards, cushion guards, and then you can install it inside the printer. So if I open the main door, then this is the cartridge that I just take out like this, and you have to remove this label, and inside you can see that imaging unit with that green drum. That is the fuser. Also it contains the fuser that puts the paper inside and heats it so that toner can be transferred on it. You have to remove all these labels and do the installation according to the installation guide that you have got out here. Right now I'll just put them back. This is the cartridge unit itself. Inside was the imaging unit with green drum as I showed you, and this is the initial cartridge, as you can see at the bottom. And we have to there is a label also, and you have to replace it with the MLT D116S or L cartridge. D gives around 1200 pages and L gives around 3000 pages as per ISO ratings, 5% paper coverage. And this is the drum itself. You can see here, you can see the toner at the top of it. This is the roller and all. And this red one with 4 dots, you can see it's the chip that counts and gives all the information to the printer and tells you when to replace it when its life is over. So it's pretty easy to change it with a genuine one MLT. I don't see any refilling options here. Obviously Samsung doesn't want you to refill it. They want to change it with a genuine one. That's a good option out here. If I show you its back side, here is the network connector, and then this is this USB connector, and this is the back cover, which you can just pull it like this to show up. If there is a paper jam, you can take it out of here. And this is the dust cover for the A4 sheet. You can come it like this, and this is the paper guide for the size. If you take out the front tray, this is the back part of that tray. So just to cover this, you can just put it like this and it will come up fine. And this is the power cable. And from back, this is the scanner unit. Here you have the telephone connectors in case you have the FD model. Right now this is disabled because this is the ND model. And these have some vents in the sides for the heat. This just takes around 400 watt at power operation, and power saving mode just around 1 watt. So pretty economical in terms of power consumption. Looks pretty good, has a sturdy build out here. Now it's dark, you can see the LCD is not at all visible, so it was good if it would have a backlight out here, but it's not there. In standby or the power save mode, only the power button has a round LED, and rest there is no other light. And once I press this button to come out of the power saving mode, then that LED goes off and the center one boots up, and this green LED status light comes up saying everything is okay. And if there is a problem, then it goes red, and it tells you whatever error message is there on the LCD. You can tell accordingly and go ahead and check the menu part. The network port at the back doesn't have the blink light that it has in usually back of the computer. This is the front panel, and this is the ADF scanner unit. It's the glass. You have the paper marker A4 paper B4 that you can put in here. And this is the ADF, this is the input tray, and then the middle one is the output. And this is the paper guide, the size of paper that you're putting in. And this is the printer output. This is the paper guide. It just comes out like this. This is the output paper tray. And this is the manual paper tray. So if you just press it like this, it comes out. This is the paper guide. So if you can put it odd size papers out here one by one. And this is the main paper tray. And this is it tells you how much paper you have. This is the paper marker. Just put your hand like this and you can pull out the tray like this. And this is the paper guide for the size of the paper that you put in. This green one has a spring out here. And this is the paper picker roller. The top side, the paper gets picked up from here. You can just put all the papers out here and just press it like this, it will go in. And as I told you earlier, this is the front tray that shows you the cartridge and all other things, imaging unit. You can also use it to check the paper jam. In case there is some paper jam, you can open it up. This is the connector for the chip, and this is the chip for the printer, and this is the connector that gives the information. And if you fire up this printer, you just press this button, so this round LED says, and you can see it says system initialize in the display screen. The display screen is not backlit, and the status showing is red because there is no paper in the tray, and the display says ready to copy. Now the power button doesn't have a display, indicator, but it's round one. So according to this different kind of beeps and displays and this color of the status, the error messages or different statuses comes out. This is scan to. You can scan it to this computer. All are WSD, means web enabled service devices. And this is ID copy. You can copy both sides of the ID in single page. This is the darkness. If the text that you are copying through copy mode in the scanner is very light, then you can increase the darkness to get the text better. And Ecomode is to save the toner. You can read the manual for that. And this is top clear in case there is something in the spool. And this has 128 MB RAM, so in case there is a spool, you can clear it from here. And this is power saver. Instantly, if you want to go to power saver mode, consumes less than 1 watt, then it goes to power saver, and this blue LED lights up around your power button. And this start is whatever is showing up here in the LCD, like a copy or a scan or something. You can press start to get to that mode accordingly. As such, the printer is not that huge. Just because of the scanner unit, it's a bit more in height, but a regular printer, it's almost of the same size that it has. And the weight is around 11 kgs. So in my computer, I have started the Easy Print Manager provided by Samsung, and this is the advanced mode console, wherein it gives you the status of the printer, port number, serial number, number of trays, paper, and the toner information. It says 100% and those things, and you could use it for scanning, printings, setting. At the top you can say it says device settings. Then you have scan to PC settings, and then you have alert settings. You can also use the printer console on your web page through the IP address issued to it by the router, and you will get a sync through web services, and you can use the admin mode to control all the settings and see all the printer device info and what all has been printed, total print info. It's a pretty useful, it's an embedded web service with the EEPROM inside the printer. So it's really a useful information. Now I have just put a page of scanning, and I'll just fire it up. For example, if I click on the scan button out here, the scanner console will come up, and if I click on quick scan, right now you can see the green is blinking and the display is saying scanning, and you can see how soon the scanner information, the scanning pages come up pretty fast. So there I have an option to put all the advanced settings if I want it in color page, A4 size, the DPI information and those things, and then I can accordingly save it to my desktop or the predestined scan folder out here. So it's pretty easy and very good, pretty fast. Similarly, the print information also comes up very fast. So I have just taken a print out here, and you can see the print quality. It's pretty good. I don't find any lines, any streaks, anything. Pretty good. I like it. And the print is down, in, down, out. So the down side gets printed first, this side gets printed first. And if it goes like this, it comes out like this only. So the down is down, up is up. And this is the, so this is the display unit where it says warming up. Whenever it comes back of the power thing, then it says ready to copy. You can press the menu button, and then it says menu, copy features. You can use the left and the right arrow key to change settings like copy setup, and it says print setup. Then the next says system setup, then network, then copy feature, copy status, etc. And you can take out a print report to see the status of your printer, how much it has print and those things, the serial information and all those, also the log count, everything. So it's pretty helpful. And these are the ADF guide, paper guide. This is the paper stopper guide again. So this is pretty handy printer, does all the helpful job in a home or a Soho office, and it's pretty useful, I find it. I've opened the web console through the IP address, and all the information regarding the imaging unit, image information. And if you log in from the top, then it will take you to the admin mode, and then you can have advanced features enabled in this as well. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I hope you enjoyed the entire tutorial. Now, how this laser printer works, it's different from inkjet, wherein ink is spewed at the paper and then it dries up. But the ink, in case of water falls on the ink, then the paper where you have inkjet printer, it just gets bad. But in laser printer, the drum gets hugely negatively charged, and the paper is positively charged, and the toner leaves the ink over the over the paper, and then the fuser heats the paper so much, and then the toner gets melted in the paper and it gets printed over the positive charges. I mean, rather, I would say less negative charge than the drum itself, and the image is transferred to the paper. And then while it comes out, you can feel the paper is hot. That's why, because the fuser heats it. And then you have a cloth is there just before you get the paper out. It removes all the positive charge from the paper, else it will stick to your body or anything that has a negative charge, because it's hugely positively charged, the paper itself. So that's the way it gets transfers, and since it melts in the paper and sticks, if a water falls on the laser printout, possibly it doesn't get bad as soon as the inkjet does. It's a good technology that it works, and that's why I like the laser print. Earlier the print costs were very high on the laser, but now it is very practical, so I like it. There is a new firmware update, for Feb 2015 month, but I think with that you are not able to use any compatible cartridge. You'll have to use Samsung itself. There is a problem. So if the earlier firmware is not giving any troubles, you can just go ahead with it. So now I'll show you the mobile Samsung Easy Print application that is there on my Android mobile. So this is the interface, if you can see it, maybe. It has all the options. In the print under area, you can print it from the gallery, directly from the camera, Google Drive, email, web page, document, Facebook, Dropbox, Evernote, OneDrive box. And if you see the other side, you can, it gives you the option to buy the printer supplies. Then it has the device information. Then it has the input tray paper capacity. It will tell you. Then it can generate system reports like configuration, demo page, network configuration, user counter, those things. And it can also, then after that, it can, at the top, it can do a scan also, and it can do a fax if your printer supports fax. And you have all the configuration out here for each and every function that is there. And for example, I'll try a scan. So if I click the preview, it starts scanning out there on the network. It's over the network right now. I've connected it to a router, which is a wireless router, so it's wirelessly connected to my Android phone, and you can see how quickly, within 5 to 6 seconds, this scan has come up. Very beautiful, clean and clear. It also gives you to scan from flatbed or the ADF in the JPEG format, or PNG, PDF, normal, or if you want high resolution, color or grayscale, A4 size or some other size, all the size it has. So it's pretty cool, neat application for your mobile application. You can also install the Samsung print services if you want, but this would do itself in itself, which is pretty good application. So this way you can control your printer for all the functions.